There we go. All right, greetings everyone. It's Amachandra, Sanahara Ama Chandra, and looking at my little girl. She's got something going on today, so she may or may not make a cameo. We'll see. But I wanted to talk with you all about something that's coming through as a thought, and I feel like it's one of those vital, vitally important tools or techniques to know and incorporate into your life during this time. So we know that to take it into, to start, we'll start from the mundane and then we'll go into the sacred, right? So in the world of the mundane, especially when we talk about the world we live in, there is a very strong relationship with chemically reproduced clones of the real, right? Chemically reproduced. They will go in and make something in the lab that tastes just like this. Artificial flavoring, right? So you smell it. Oh, it smells like strawberries because they made it chemically reactive to your brain. It gives you just enough that you say, yes, it's that. Same thing with smells. Same thing with sounds. Definitely that with vision. We can see things and we could alter their appearance, and thereby we will believe we are seeing one thing when actually it's not that thing. It's something very different. It's not real. And so, why is this important, right? We can also manufacture emotions. Excuse me. It's not the napkin, it's wax paper, and it's fine. Okay. It's wax paper. You want to take it out? Yes, I do very bad. Then get the oven mitt. You can take the whole thing out, okay? Yes. Do you feel better now? Yes, I do very much. Good. So, back to you and I. The conversation of real versus fake when it comes to our emotional settings. In the realm of emotion, it is very, very easy to. The timer didn't go off if you noticed. I know. And so the food. It just smells like it's burning. It's not burning, honey. It just smells like that. I'm going to let you do it. You want me to let you be in charge of it? Go forth and prosper, young lady. You got it? Yeah. Okay. I'm watching her. She's in the oven. I want you to finish so I can get back to my video. I was going to do this, but you're doing it, and yep. All right, are you settled? All right, so she's settled. So now we can come back to our video, me and you. The importance of being able to differentiate between things that are real and things that are fake. We know that it's been done through manufacturing of food, where we've lost a sensitivity to what real food tastes like. In fact, there are many of us who will eat real food and think there's something wrong with it because our taste buds have grown accustomed to the fake food, to the chemically produced flavors. And so it's made it where we can't tell the real from the fake. Now, how does that begin to impact us as it relates to people? Very soon, we might be experiencing videos, images, energies that are being created just to produce within you a response, a reaction. And that reaction is coming from a trigger point, but not necessarily from a heart connection. Those of us who have learned how to begin operating from a heart connection will always seek that first. And if you find you're having difficulty connecting from a heart space, this might indicate that might not be real. That energy is only hitting you in a fear place. It's only hitting you here. It's only hitting you in these certain places. It may not be a real thing. It may not be a real person. It may not be a real person. So we have to know that right now, during this, what we are calling and aware that is this awakening of people are becoming conscious of their power, their heart, their light. As we're coming into this consciousness, I feel so much energy right now. As we're coming into this consciousness, there is this needing to use these skills more than just as something that we're aware of, but it becomes a way to differentiate inside of the world we're living in. The world we're living in is full of artificial. And you can tolerate the artificial because you've conditioned yourself to be numb. Your taste buds are coated, your ears are coated, your eyes are coated, your sense of smell and taste, even touch, has been altered by living inside of the world we currently occupy. So this is why the cleansing and clearing is vital. Clearing our palate, clearing our heart, making ourselves less numb. So that yes, we might feel the difficulties, yes. We'll also feel the joys, yes. And we can then begin to differentiate the real from the fake. It goes straight down and this way. That's where I'm feeling this now. This straight back and this way. And so as we begin to know, we can tell when people are also being manipulated by the fake. And at a time where everyone is talking about real news and fake news, and they're making videos where they can make it look almost exactly like the old thing. This is why we're being asked to be out in nature. This is why we're being almost mandated. It's for our safety, to know what it feels like to be in the real, connected to organic matter, to eat foods that connect us to organic matter, to cleanse and to clear our emotional selves, our causal bodies, to clear our auric fields, to allow ourselves to be able to receive the subtle energies that are coming in, because that film, that level of that layer of numbness or coding, it keeps us from actually being able to receive the messages that we're needing, that's going to help us to take in more light and increase our capacity to actually love, to become that much more clear, to become that much more aware of light. Like once you begin feeling, you feel more. And sometimes that can be hard. Once you can begin tasting again, that can begin to be like, what is this garbage I've been eating? If you begin eating real food again and your taste buds clear, then you taste the chemical again. You're like, what is that other thing? It was there all along, but we've become numb to it. So this is vital information for us to not only integrate for ourselves, but to also hold space for each other as we are all coming into this awareness, because people are going to hit it at different times. You might have it on one place and be missing it on another place. You might be clear in your ears, but not clear on your tongue. You might be clear in your eyes, but not clear in your touch and your neurons in your skin. So as we are learning how to recognize light from its shadow that would come in front of us, oftentimes our traumas have been what have caused us to become desensitized. It was an ego mechanism. It was a mechanism of saving self. Our mind began to shift us into this other thing to keep us safe. And we would create these stories. And then those stories, these things which were a part of our natural humanity and being a part of the human condition, have been manipulated. They've been manipulated. They have been actually magnified for the benefit of those who would control, for those who would use, for those who would feed, for those who would deny each their own power and sovereignty. So as we move greater into our knowing of who and what we are, being able to discern, and this is why creating relationships from our heart to clear all our other senses. Like I said, if you ever been someone who, because of maybe dealing with a bacteria, couldn't smell, for any reason you couldn't smell and you couldn't taste, and then all of a sudden you could taste again, that's what we're having to go through with our heart. We're clearing away these layers of things that are allowing us to get into the subtle, highly gold, resonant, light-filled spaces. It's refinement. There's gold there, but we keep refining it and refining it and refining it to allow even greater light, even greater potential for transmissions of things that others won't even recognize or feel. And it's not a judgment of higher or lesser. I don't want you to get caught there. I just want you to understand that we keep going in or out. We'll still get there. It's just being able to know what is organic, based off of this living earth, these living beings, these living things. You want to begin having things around you that also resonate life to you, that send light to you, that send life and light to you, that feed you, that support you, that lift you up, so that when we're out in the I guess you could say, the world that is outside of our control, and we're out and about, we actually have inoculated ourselves to be able to sense and feel and know what's true. So we can see it, and as it said in the book, be in the world but not of it. So we can be in the world but not of the world. We can be within light, within sound, within shared truths and values and virtues and processes that help us to be in relationship. So I hope you all can understand what I am wanting to bring. It's going to be a lot of work to discard these. It's going to be a process. I won't even say work, but it can feel like work, to discard this old paradigm, this old regime, this old weighted self. But as we kind of peel it back and we keep emerging new, it's just a chrysalis experience that we're going through, where we're coming undone like the butterfly inside of its chrysalis. Everything is already there. The truths are already there. We're just going through that process so that when we emerge, we can begin to see who we are. And I don't know how many of those each one of us will have to go through, these experiences of cocooning and being, undone to come back through. However, that process of coming undone and allowing ourselves to be revealed inside of the different elements, be they the swamp, or be they the marsh, or be they the ocean or the stream or the raindrop, be they the desert, be they the plain, be they the rocks and the mountains, be they the the fire, the flame, the light, the whatever it looks like, the tornado, the breeze, whatever we are being reborn into in the elements, we have to know it to be true and consistent and organic. Not this that some would use to keep you from knowing truth. And they would do so with the intention, some of them, that they know better, to deny you your knowing. So as we move into being able to differentiate, be prepared to be challenged. Be prepared to have something come and hold the light, the laser light of truth onto certain parts of the self that allow you to open up, into yourself. So I'm going to be complete here. I'm grateful for the opportunity to share with you all. You may have more thoughts yourselves and things you want to share around what it means to begin to be cracking open. And this is why relationship with organic is important, because we can now trust each other to bring us pieces of ourselves, to bring us truths that we need, because then we can say, oh, thank you for bringing me that truth. I hadn't seen it that way. Thank you. And we get expanded, or as I said in my video this morning, magnified in our light. We can magnify our light. So someone gave me the lyrics to finish the song. The song was "Oh Magnify." It's an old song that I learned about from growing up in Christian church, but the rephrasing has come through. Oh, magnify the light in me. Let us exalt this love together. And as we enter into new realities, we sing praises. Praise the light in me. Yeah, I like that. So I'll keep playing with it a little bit. I was still playing with it as it was coming through. But that's the goal. When we come together and form agreements and say, yes, this feels good. And there may be times where it won't feel good. No, ma'am. Where you can, ma'am, go eat your lunch, please. You finished all your food. Yes. Ma'am? Ma'am? Is that something of, what did you want to show? Huh? Okay, I'll think about that. Because the pad have been, yeah. Okay? Okay. So, parenting and devices. Parenting in the time of shift and technology. Blessings to everybody. I hope that y'all receive this message in the spirit that it was given. May it be added to or taken from, and whatever we need that will allow us all to arrive together. As many of us who can go making space in a chain and a pattern through which we can all find ourselves in. Hello. All right. Peace and blessings, y'all.